How's it going, everybody? Texas Man here. I hope you guys are all having a great day. If you guys would, please give this video a thumbs up. If you guys do really enjoy it, subscribe, of course, if you guys have not already. Also, do me the biggest favor of all, make sure you guys hit the bell notification button so you guys don't miss out on future videos or streams here on the channel. And as always, if you guys have any movies, TV shows, or games you guys would like me to cover here on the channel, please let me know in the comments down below. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about Deadpool 3 / Deadpool and Wolverine. The trailer dropped during the Super Bowl a few days ago. And I wanted to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about every single Super Bowl trailer that dropped because, well, unless you guys want me to. If you guys want me to talk about Twisters and the new Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes movie and Fall Guy and Wicked, let me know in the comments and I will do so. Otherwise, it's just going to be this video. And the reason I want to talk about this movie specifically is because it is going to be another MCU movie. And I will be honest with you guys, I'm kind of worried. I want to get this off the chest. I haven't reviewed the first two Deadpool movies. And I really haven't talked about them much on the channel. And the reason being is I'm not a gigantic Deadpool fan. I've seen both Deadpool and Deadpool 2 twice. They are fun, action, adventure, R-rated, crude humored movies that I've seen twice. Seen it once when it came out in theaters, and I've recently rewatched them on Disney+. However, now that Disney owns the rights to everything that Fox had, Fantastic Four, the X-Men, etc., we are officially getting a Deadpool and Wolverine 3, which a lot of people have been skeptical was going to happen. And now that it's actually happening, people have been wondering, okay, is it going to be R-rated? Are they going to neuter Deadpool? What's it going to be? What's it going to be like? Obviously, the big selling point is that Hugh Jackman is back as the Wolverine, and we're going to get Wolverine and Deadpool on the same screen. And this film is going to be another multiversal trip. It's bringing in the TVA, and it's going to be another way for them to get not only Deadpool into the MCU, but I'm sure they're going to use the TVA in future movies, if not in this one at the end of it, to get the X-Men into the MCU and do like multiversal X-Men thing where they pluck different multiverse like X-Men and bring them into the MCU. Obviously, Patrick Stewart's not going to come back as the X-Men for the next decade or so of films. So they're going to have to recast and do it that way. And obviously, Hugh Jackman is getting old. But my problem with Deadpool 3 is while I'm optimistic in it keeping its crude humor, whether you like that or not, I don't much care. Whether it's going to keep the same level of fourth wall breaking that the first two films did, we'll see. It seems like they're going to try to do that. But because it's being controlled by Disney and not Fox, I am worried that it's going to not be as funny, not be as violent as the first two films. For that, I enjoyed the first two movies. The only thing about the Deadpool franchise and just Deadpool as a character that I've never enjoyed is the crude humor. Obviously, the fourth wall breaking element I think is kind of funny. Just I don't particularly enjoy the jokes the way they're given. Just my personal taste. I know everyone's probably gonna hate me for that, but it's just my thoughts and opinions. I don't like it. Crude humor is not humor to me. Humor is supposed to make me laugh, not like be like, oh, that's really disgusting. So everyone has their own humor taste level. So it's just mine. But back to Deadpool and Wolverine. Am I excited for it? Kinda. I'll probably see it in the theaters. But I'm not like, woohoo, new MCU movie, woohoo, new Marvel film, new Deadpool movie, Hugh Jackman's back with Wolverine. I just don't care. I don't care. My love and optimism for Marvel really has been tainted by things of like She-Hulk, Secret Invasion. Like I said, the only thing that came out after Avengers Endgame that I've actually been able to stomach and enjoy at all would be Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and then Ant-Man 3 Quantumania after that. Everything else that has come out after Endgame has been very. Um, Moon Knight was okay. Loki season 1 and 2 okay. Hawkeye okay, but everything else I just could care less about. I mean, I didn't even. I mean, I didn't even see the Marvels in theaters. I just I don't even know if I care about watching any more Disney Plus TV shows when it comes to the MCU or movies. I just don't care. Like the fact that I consciously made the decision to not watch the Marvels in theaters and wait for it to come out on Disney Plus, which I have a review for if you guys want to check it out. Um, I never thought I would come to a point where I would not want to watch a Marvel movie in theaters and have to wait for it to come out on DVD, Blu-ray, or a subscription service. I never thought I'd actually have the mindset that I needed to because the MCU basically is dead. And I don't think Deadpool and Wolverine is going to save the MCU. I think it's going to be a diamond in the rough when it comes to Phase 5. I don't even know what they have planned for the rest of Phase 5. I know they're getting a Thunderbolts movie, I think, coming out this year. So some sort of C tier version of the Avengers. I don't care. I just don't care. I think the damage has been done, and I think Deadpool and Wolverine is going to be some sort of damage control type of a film, and it's going to try to reinvigorate fan interest. Like, hey, it's Deadpool. Deadpool's back, and Hugh Jackman's back with Wolverine. So I think financially, because of the interest in those two characters, I think the film will at least break even. I think it'll make back its budget. But I don't see this film down the line making. I don't think it's going to make. I don't think it's going to make bank. I don't think it's going to make a gigantic profit. I don't think it's going to be a film that's remembered well as an MCU movie. I think it'll be something that's an interesting third chapter in the Deadpool franchise. I don't think Hugh Jackman's going to continue as Wolverine. I don't think we're going to get the Deadpool 4 if Deadpool survives the events of this movie and he's in future MCU movies. I don't see him as being a leading character like Iron Man or Captain America or Thor or Hulk. I see him being kind of like a sidekick character, kind of like Hawkeye or Black Widow, for example. I just don't see him being the main, face of the MCU moving forward. I don't see that. I could be wrong because honestly, I don't know who in Phase 4 and 5 is supposed to be the leading characters of the MCU anymore. I also think it's weird that they're going to have to use the TVA to bring Deadpool into the MCU. Obviously, it's just done for plot reasons. But I don't think people, unless you've watched Loki season 1 and 2, you're not going to have a clue who the TVA is. So if you're a Deadpool fan, if you've never watched Loki season 1 and 2, and you don't know who the TVA is, it's kind of like, hey, by the way, remember when we said you didn't have to watch the shows to understand the movies? Yeah, we still lied again. So it's going to confuse people that have never watched the TVA. Watched Loki. And they're going to be like, who the hell is a TVA? Don't even know about them. They've never been explained or introduced in past films. So this film's going to have to explain multiverse concepts. It's going to have to explain to people that have watched not all the MCU stuff what the TVA is. And then it's going to feel like a waste of time to people like me who have actually watched Loki season 1 and 2 and know who the TVA are. So it's going to feel like a time waster. Also, I think people in general are just bored to death of the multiverse plot device. I think it's a good way to bring in characters and whatnot from other universes. I think Justice League animated movies, I think, accomplish this well. But when it comes to Marvel doing it, live action for the MCU for Phase 4 and 5, mostly 5, I don't think it's worked all that well. I don't think they've executed it well except for like Spider-Man No Way Home. So, I'm optimistic. Like I said, I'm not a big Deadpool fan. I've seen the films a couple times. But I see this film just being a film that's going to do well at the box office, and that's about it. Obviously, there's not even all that much coming out during the summer season this year when this film is going to get released for Deadpool. For Deadpool and Wolverine, I mean, we're getting a bunch of big movies coming out directly in March, which is like a few weeks away, which is kind of nice. But when it comes to competition, Deadpool and Wolverine is not going to have all that much. So I think it'll just be successful at the box office because there'll be nothing else to compete against it. But I don't think that means it's going to be critically good. I don't think it's going to be financially loved. I don't think it's going to be critically loved. And in future years, I don't think it'll be a movie that people will care to remember as part of the MCU. Um, I might be wrong in that. I might be completely wrong. So that's going to be my thoughts and opinions based on the Super Bowl trailer that we got a couple days ago. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you guys agree or disagree? Are you excited for this movie? Why or why not? Thank you guys so much for watching. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye, guys.